Welcome to this new activation. Please lie down comfortably on your back and gently close your eyes. Remember to disable YouTube autoplay by clicking the arrow in the top right corner, so your experience won't be disturbed at the end of the video. Consciously set the intention to receive guidance, visits from your guides, and energetic adjustments, not only during this activation, but also in the hours that follow, even as you sleep. I regularly share discounts for my series and sessions through my website newsletter, so you may want to join if you feel called. And make sure to turn on the YouTube notification bell to be informed when new episodes are released. Otherwise, they may not be shown to you. Thank you, and see you on the other side. Do not try to understand this journey with the ordinary mind tonight, because what is awakening now exists far beyond logic, far beyond personality, far beyond the version of yourself you learn to perform for the world. And so before anything begins, simply allow the body to become completely still, allowing gravity to hold you effortlessly, while the breath slows on its own, softer and deeper with every passing moment. And perhaps somewhere deep inside you there has always existed a strange contradiction, a part of you longing to awaken fully, while another part became afraid the moment real transformation approached. Because many souls do not truly fear failure, they fear visibility, they fear expansion, they fear the irreversible moment where they can no longer pretend to be small. And perhaps throughout your life, you learn to hide parts of yourself in order to remain accepted, to remain safe, to remain understandable to others, hiding your sensitivity, your intensity, your creativity, your intuition, your spiritual perception, your voice, your desires, your truth. And perhaps, after many years of doing this, the soul itself began feeling compressed inside the human identity, as though something enormous was sleeping beneath the surface, waiting for permission to finally emerge. And tonight you are not entering a meditation, you are entering a remembrance. And now as the body relaxes further, the world around you slowly begins fading into darkness, while far beyond the visible cosmos, the ancient red star of Antares ignites once more, like a gigantic living flame, awakening between dimensions. And unlike previous journeys, where the portal appeared gradually, tonight the portal of Antares erupted instantly into existence across the sky, colossal, beyond comprehension, filling the entire universe above you, with rotating red geometry, moving like an impossible cosmic machine older than time itself. On the moment you see it, something inside your nervous system trembles softly, because the soul recognizes that this final journey is different, deeper, irreversible. And now the portal does not descend toward you. Instead, your consciousness begins rising toward it, slowly at first, and then faster and faster, as the body beneath you becomes lighter, quieter, more distant, until suddenly you pass directly through the center of the Portal of Antares itself, and immediately all sensation of ordinary reality disappears completely. There is no room, no body, no earth, only infinite movement through enormous rivers of living light flowing beneath dimensions at impossible speed, while ancient frequencies echo through space like gigantic cosmic shores, vibrating directly through the soul. And for a moment the human identity begins dissolving entirely, because the consciousness cannot carry all limitations into the places you are entering now. And suddenly the movement stops, and you find yourself standing alone within absolute silence, inside a structure so immense the mind cannot fully comprehend it. A colossal Andromedan Temple, suspended beyond galaxies themselves, its architecture continuously shifting between crystal, light, geometry, liquid metal, stars, and consciousness itself, as though the temple were alive and aware of your presence. And towering around you rise gigantic pillars containing flowing timelines, moving inside them like rivers of memory, while beneath your feet entire constellations rotate slowly through transparent floors made of luminous crystal, and in the distance enormous celestial mechanisms move silently through space, regulating dimensions beyond human understanding. And as you stand within this impossible place, you begin feeling something powerful awakening inside the chest. Not fear exactly, but recognition, because somewhere beyond the human identity, your soul remembers this temple, remembers this frequency, remembers why it came here. And now from the far end of the structure, immense Andromedan beings begin approaching slowly, far taller than before, their forms radiant beyond human beauty, their bodies composed of white gold light, interwoven with galaxies themselves, and their eyes carry the stillness of civilization millions of years old. And as they approach you, the entire temple responds, stars brightening, frequencies intensifying, dimensional pathways opening throughout the structure as the reality itself recognizes your arrival. And the beings around you silently at first, while streams of luminous symbols begin moving around your body, activating ancient memories hidden deep within the subconscious mind. And suddenly, images begin flooding your awareness, fragments of other existences, other lifetimes, other forms, other worlds, moments where you carried wisdom, power, sensitivity, abilities, knowledge far beyond the identity you currently remember. And perhaps part of you feels emotional because deep inside you always sensed there was something more waiting beneath the surface of this life. And now one of the immense Andromedan beings steps forward and speaks directly into consciousness. You have spent lifetimes learning how to survive. Now the soul must remember how to expand. And the moment these words enter you, the entire temple begins transforming, the walls dissolving into infinite space, while gigantic mirrors of liquid crystal rise around you in every direction. And inside each mirror appears a different version of yourself. Versions where you fully embodied your gifts. Versions where you spoke the truth without fear. Versions where you stopped apologizing for your intensity. Versions where you became creators, healers, leaders, artists, visionaries, mystics, teachers, lovers, beings fully alive in their own energy. And perhaps the emotional body trembles now, because somewhere deep inside you, recognize how often fear caused you to abandon these versions of yourself before they could fully emerge. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of losing relationships, fear of standing out, fear of becoming too visible, too different, too powerful. And suddenly, all the mirrors surrounding you begin speaking at once with your own voice across timelines. We were always waiting for you, and now the Andromedan beings guide you toward the center of the temple, where an immense circular structure rotates slowly around a gigantic sphere, a white golden plasma suspended in the air like a living sun. And the closer you move toward it, the more your entire body begins vibrating with overwhelming intensity, because this sphere does not contain energy alone. It contains original soul memory before limitation, before conditioning, before fear compressed consciousness into smaller forms. And the being beside you speaks softly. Most humans fear their own light more than darkness, because true awakening changes everything. And these words move through the subconscious with enormous force, because part of you recognizes the truth immediately. Perhaps you were never truly afraid of failure. Perhaps you were afraid of your own potential, afraid of becoming impossible to hide any longer. Now the sphere begins opening slowly, while streams of white golden light emerge from its center and move directly into your body, entering the chest, the throat, the forehead, the spine, and immediately dormant energies begin awakening inside the nervous system. Ancient frequencies, long suppressed by fear and conditioning. And now the Andromedans begin moving around you in circular patterns, while the entire temple fills with harmonic vibrations unlike anything human ears could normally perceive. Frequencies activating confidence, remembrance, embodiment, truth. And suddenly your body begins releasing enormous amount of energetic density all at once, all shame leaving the nervous system, all fear dissolving from the subconscious, all the identities collapsing beneath the intensity of the awakening occurring now. And perhaps emotions rise powerfully because some part of you understands there is no returning fully to sleep after this moment. Now, one by one, the Andromedan beings place their hands above different energy centers throughout your body while speaking frequencies in an ancient language impossible for the conscious mind to translate. And with every sound, your field becomes brighter, larger, more coherent, until finally the entire temple begins disappearing around you, and you realize you are now standing within open space itself, surrounded by galaxies rotating endlessly in every direction, while beneath you the earth glows softly in the darkness, beautiful and fragile and alive. And suddenly you see countless timelines extending outward from your current life, like luminous pathways across the universe, some dim and contracted, others radiant and expansive. And the Andromedan consciousness speaks around you from everywhere simultaneously. Power is not domination. Power is full alignment with the soul. And now the timelines begin moving rapidly while you witness possible futures appearing before you. Futures where you continue hiding. Futures where fear keeps you small. Futures where you suppress your truth to remain accepted. And beside them, entirely different timelines appear, where your energy expands fully, where your gifts awaken naturally, where your soul begins influencing reality itself through authenticity, creativity, courage, and presence. And suddenly, the realization becomes unavoidable. Your life changes the moment you stop betraying your own energy. And now above the earth itself, the portal of Antares appears once more, larger than ever before, no longer merely a gateway, but a gigantic cosmic sun, radiating red, golden, white fire throughout dimensions, and from its center, an immense column of living light descends directly through your body, connecting Earth below, Antares above, Andromeda beyond, while simultaneously activating every dormant aspect of your multidimensional consciousness. And now the intensity increases completely as streams of light begin moving through every cell, every memory, every layer of identity, dissolving the final fear of becoming who you truly are. And the Andromedan beings begin speaking together as one immense, unified consciousness, echoing through galaxies themselves. You were never meant to become smaller in order to be loved. You were never meant to silence your soul to remain accepted. The universe does not create beings of light so they can spend lifetimes hiding from themselves. Your sensitivity was never weakness. Your intensity was never wrong. Your gifts were never accidental. Your existence itself is part of a far greater unfolding. Now allow these words to move beyond the conscious mind completely, on the deepest layers of the subconscious, where identity itself is formed, because tonight something ancient is awakening, something powerful is remembering itself again, and perhaps for the first time you begin sensing your own energy without shame, without apology, without contraction, simply existing fully within your own presence. And now the galaxies around you begin rotating faster and faster, while the entire universe seems alive with unimaginable intelligence. And suddenly, every luminous thread of existence connecting stars, dimensions, civilizations, earth, consciousness, and soul converges directly into your heart. And for one infinite moment, you remember completely that you are not separate from the universe. You are one expression of it, becoming conscious of itself. And how slowly the intensity begins softening, while the stars fade gently into darkness. The immense Andromedan beings becoming more distant, though their presence still surrounds you completely. And the Portal of Antares slowly closes one final time above the cosmos, sealing these activations deeply within your field, across all timelines. And gradually, awareness begins returning once more to the breath, to the body, to the earth beneath you. Though something fundamental now feels permanently altered, quieter perhaps, but infinitely more alive. And before you drift fully into sleep, or slowly return, hear these final words. The soul was never asking for permission to awaken. It was only waiting for you to stop running from your own light. And there is nothing to do now, only to receive, only to receive, only to receive. Ishtayanuk Balakayantu Miraikna Titiyankutayatanyanu Pakoyante Shundeyatanayaktu Simyarayanayaktu Tendeasenean Utupuyaka Luia Tendeat Ishuta Nikiatam Senioatemo Malakoyanea Tuntaraya Tendiamaete Nka Singianda Tuntaya Peteana Momoakat Shorokoyaniano Simiakando tenteraya nulayane, ulaya shuttaye mea, nia koroyane, mulaya sen, nie katayama, tae karayaniat, shiotondeaton, himberian, niet, uraya kaene, tia, shuturayana yasini, tenderemea, hunde sinea huap, tiat, no up to up deat, urayane aktoneatene, tindianae shut amoikta, tuneaseneaktae, tundayate, tumia ka, isindiatunde put, nia tua tini umbai tua dianu tenua ia tene tua inu sinianu tentreanu ia tene arua meme sekeriani tentoroiatundeatae meme sikianaekto sotoroiateneat sinjahut teteanuiat neverokeaneas hai laenia niakaeteneatu mia soloiatundea sene nda mukuiateniat nia keatunte titianu layatune tendeanu nikitidianu luya temuru yashut india uht nunoro yaseniat mimeriat nuaiteaset ishtaeanoka balakayanto miraikna titiankutaeteneanu pakoyante shundeateneakto simiarayaneakto tenteasenean utupuyaka luiatendeat ishutta nikiatan senioatemu malakuyanea tuntaraya tendiamaete nka singianda tuntaya peteana momoakat shorokoyaniano simiakando tenterayanu layane olaya shutta emea Nia koroyaneat. Mulayasin. Nie katayamu. Tai karayaniat. Siotondeaton. Himberian. Niet. Urayakaene. Tia. Shuturayana yasini. Tenteremea. Hunde sinea huap. Tiatu. Nuap tuap teat. Urayaneak toneatene. Tindianae shut amoikta. Tuya tunea seneaktae. Tundayate. Tumia ka. Isindia tunde put. Nia Tua tini umait. Tua dianu. Tenua ia tene. Tua inu. Sinianuak. Tendreanu ia tene. Arua. Meme sekeriani. Tentoroiatun deatae. Mimi sikianaekto. Sotoroiateneat. Sinjahut. Teteanuiat. Neverokianeas. Hai laenia. Nia kaeteneatu. Mia solo yatundea sene nda mukuyateniat. Nia. Keatunde. Titianu layatune. Tendeanu. Niki titianu luya. Temuru yashut. India. Nunoroya seniat. Mimeriat. Nuai teaset. Murai sentiatunde. Yaht. Tunde asitiamu. Niaken. Tentero iateniat. Tiat. Niakai tenek. Niatakeneakt. Tundiakande. Nka. Tunkai teni. Ngokai teni. Nu. Inianuya. Uruinia. Nuainia. Nuanidia. Uaitemea. Nuaitinini. Toruinia. Mimian kaene. Nikiana kaenu kaetente anumai. Ni kaenuku. Nianu. Mamunte teanu. Ma teneatu. Tenianu yatetea. Mua. Nia. Ineanu yatetea. Tentereanu yasene. Nuluia tunde. Tunde senianu. Mueachatenea. Niashu. Ni shuturayate. Soyakae nuade. Noroyate near. Tundea hud. Nenea soniate te anulaya. Hoyakakaenik. Niakaraya shutaya seniahut. Niahut hia. Niahut. Niach niachechu. Nuhu. Niuain. Niau. Moeneu. Toi kenea. Me tende a tuliate. Hea kae tuntea tundi, te maraya tunne, ikerea tendi siniana, indea ku, nakoroi te tu, bibiria niak tua te meate, ninea kae tendea tunne, tutia nush, parakoia te asutinde, dia ta matessite, nikiate, olui anu, siniate te anu, tundurui te anu, rokoia te asunuko, nde, nea tunde, tuinea tunde, titia nuakat ne, tuike te anu, nia huashite atunde, ndia, tuia katatatata endea, sinia tuate te atun, te ahat nia kaidne, ne koroiakun, fai katentea, nde, soite atunde, tuluia te anu, mimia na, senfiatunde, nuka ekta, te atuntea, nua kaetene, senia kaet, tundea ut, teraya tush, aya anuku, anuka ete. Nu hetu atendea tuntu, tinianush, teraya te asun, nu karayatuma ente, niasu tu, uruyate te atu.
Guide Chime, chime. Potentia animae, potentia animae, non taimeo, non taimeo, non taimeo. Vox mea, veritas mea, via mea, imperium lucis, imperium lucis, anima regnat, anima regnat, lux, 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 ego sum, ego sum. Eternus ignis, eternus ignis, potentia, 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 anima mea, liberata. Lux mea, lux mea, potentia animae, potentia animae, non taimeo, non taimeo, non taimeo. via mea. Imperium lucis, imperium lucis, anima regnat, anima regnat, lux, lux, lux. Ego sum, eternus ignis, eternus ignis.